Nobody shipped a model this week. They shipped a school, a standards body, and a certified partner tier. That's not a slow week. That's an industry growing up.
On the 96% brief today, Anthropic opens a free school and quietly teaches you what not to hand over. Google gives away the wiring that connects your agents, and a Nobel-winning lab starts training its AI inside a video game famous for scams. I'm Daniel, and joining me, as always, Johnny Rock. Johnny, where are you this week?
Daniel, I'm in Reykjavik this week. Cold, bright, and full of people who build spaceships for a living. And that turns out to be relevant later, which is the only spoiler you're getting. Let's go.
Reykjavik, of course. All right, let's get into it. On August 20th, Anthropic opened Claude Academy. It's a free learning platform. No sign-in required, no license, no procurement. Around 355 courses, tutorials, and use cases, covering both their own products and general AI literacy. The flagship path is called AI Fluency, Framework and Foundations. 4 hours, 14 lessons, and a quiz. It's built around a 4-part model they call the 4 Ds: delegation, description, discernment, and diligence. There's a second course on capabilities and limitations, 13 lessons covering memory, steerability, and context limits. And if you have an account, you collect badges you can stick on LinkedIn. Johnny, every company I talk to says the blocker isn't the tool, it's the training. That excuse just went to zero. But you keep telling me the interesting part is somewhere else.
The interesting part is the first D, delegation. The flagship course from the company that sells you the model does not open by teaching you how to write a clever prompt. It opens by teaching you how to decide which part of a task you hand over and which part you keep. That's a management course wearing a technology badge.
And the fourth D is diligence.
Their own principle is verify in proportion to the stakes, which is a polite way of saying most people are checking everything or nothing, and both are wrong. The material also covers something almost nobody has written down internally: how you tell a colleague or a customer that AI touched the document you just sent them. That's a policy gap in about 90% of the companies watching this. Here's the picture. You're an HR director. The board asks what AI training cost for 400 people, and you have 3 quotes on your desk, all 5 figures. Now imagine asking one question. Map the 4 Ds against our actual role descriptions and flag the tasks where human judgment has to stay. What comes back isn't a course. It's a map of your own organization. You buy the applied part and you stop paying for the part that's now free.
One caution before we move on. Free training is not charity. It's the deepest moat there is. Salesforce has run this play with Trailhead for a decade. Google is giving students a free year of its AI plans. OpenAI announced its own literacy partnership 5 days ago. Take the free baseline. Just don't let one vendor's vocabulary become your company's official process language. On August 17th, Google handed over A2A, Agent to Agent, to the Agentic AI Foundation. A2A is the standard that lets AI agents from different vendors talk to each other. It moves out of Google's control into a neutral foundation. And look at what's already living in that same house. Anthropic's Model Context Protocol, which connects an AI application to your tools and data, blocks Goose. OpenAI's Agents.md. The division of labor is clean. MCP connects the agent to your data. A2A connects the agent to another agent. The foundation launched in December, had fewer than 40 members, and now has more than 250. Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Anthropic, OpenAI, Bloomberg, Shopify, Block. Johnny, why does a company give away something it built?
Because owning the pipe is worth less than being in every building. But forget the strategy for a second and look at your own invoice. Until now, connecting an agent from one vendor to an agent from another was custom work. Every connection was bespoke. and every bespoke connection was a reason not to switch.
So the switching cost drops.
That's the whole story. Axios put it precisely. Putting A2A next to MCP could push the industry toward more modular, model-agnostic systems. Model-agnostic is not a technical complement. It's a commercial one. It means that at your next renewal, for the first time, you have a credible alternative sitting in the room with you. That is leverage you did not have in January.
And the catch?
A standard on paper is not interoperability in practice. Vendors will differentiate above the protocol, governance, logging, permissions, pricing. A neutral foundation removes one lock. It does not remove all of them. Picture this one. You're a CIO. You have agents from 3 vendors, and nobody in the building can tell you which of them actually speak to each other. Now imagine asking, go through our agent connections and tell me which run on an open protocol and which run on vendor glue. What you get back is a list of locks sorted by renewal date. That isn't an architecture diagram. That's next year's budget, written down early.
Before you sign a multi-year agent contract this autumn, ask one question. Which open protocols do you implement, and will you commit to it in writing? If the answer is a brochure, that's your answer. All right, 3 quick ones from the rest of the week. Salesforce published the 2nd edition of its Agentic Enterprise Index. The average number of activated agents per organization went from 5 in February 2025 to 13 in April 2026. The time it takes to build an agent fell by 53%, and the average agent now performs 6 distinct business actions, up from 2 a year earlier. 13 is an average. Most companies cannot name 3 of theirs. Pew Research Center published a study on August 20th. They analyzed roughly 490,000 English language web pages from the Common Crawl archive. Of the pages published after ChatGPT launched, 35% show significant signs of AI authorship or heavy AI editing. On .com domains, the rate is about 10 times what it is on .edu and .gov. And IBM and OpenAI signed a partnership on August 13th. GPT 5.6, Codex, and ChatGPT Work go into IBM's consulting platform. IBM is standing up a dedicated OpenAI practice with thousands of certified consultants and joins OpenAI's elite partner tier, which means independent AI advice is now a question you have to ask out loud. Johnny Rock, every week you pull the threads together. What's the thread this week?
Count what actually shipped. A school, a standards body, a certified partner tier, an official measurement index. Not one new frontier model. And those 4 things are not products. They're institutions. Electricity has a standard, a plug, and a licensed electrician. AI got all 3 in the same week. For 3 years, the pitch was capability, bigger model, better answers, buy hours. Nobody sold capability this week. They sold the fittings, the qualifications, and the ruler. That's what a field looks like at the exact moment it stops being research and becomes infrastructure. And listen to how the 2 sides describe it, because they agree without meaning to. The Foundation's executive director says companies don't want just one protocol, they want the whole stack to be open. Anthropic writes that AI instruction should increase agency and expand what learners can do. One is talking about systems, one is talking about people, and both are saying the value has moved off the model and onto everything around it.
So 6 months out?
February. 2 lines in the standard request for proposal that were not there this year. Which open protocols do you implement? And how do you certify our people, not yours? Neither is technical. Both end up in a contract.
Let's bring this home. The value moved off the model and onto the layer around it, the skills, the wiring, and the measurement. Here's what that means by role. If you're in HR, baseline AI literacy now costs nothing. Redirect the budget to your own applied cases and set the disclosure rule this quarter, because free courseware will not write your policy for you. If you're a CIO, ask of every agent connection whether it runs on an open protocol or vendor glue. That single answer determines how much choice you have in 2027. If you're a CFO, 13 agents per company is the average. Find your own number before you approve another line item, because you are already paying for agents nobody has listed. If you're a CMO, a third of new web pages are machine written. Publishing volume is no longer a strategy. Your only defensible content is the part only your company could know. And for everyone, if the only thing you know about your AI purchase is the name of the model, you know less than you think you do. And that brings us to our AI WTF of the week, which is genuinely absurd, and which is also why Johnny is in Reykjavik. On August 21st, Google DeepMind, the lab whose protein work won a Nobel Prize in Chemistry, published a post titled "From Atari to EVE Online." They've entered a research partnership with the studio behind EVE Online, a space game that launched in 2003. And they list what they want to study inside it: cooperation, competition, negotiation, economics, and emergent social behavior at scale.
EVE Online, a game whose entire cultural reputation rests on players running elaborate multi-year confidence tricks on each other. That is where we're sending the machine to learn negotiation.
And here's the detail that finishes it. DeepMind says the research starts on an offline instance, a safe sandbox, separate from live players. So they're teaching an AI to negotiate in the most cynical economy ever built by humans, in the one version of it that has no humans in it. That's the 96% brief for this week. If it was useful, subscribe, and we'll be back, same time, same channel. Johnny, parting words?
Go and find out how many agents your company is running. The number will be higher than the number anyone can name.
We'll see you next time.